Good morning, everyone. And I say that kind of literally. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And I just woke up from a 2-hour nap because I was so very bored from watching my Seattle Seahawks play football and a lot of other teams play football. And also, I put myself into a food coma with chicken sandwiches. So, all right. Anyways, we have another content preview question mark. So like we're at the end of the month. The meta changes over this week on Thursday. Like what are they dropping now? I know that we just got ranked or no, rise to the rank missions for Valor Cup, which is cool. Yeah, so use stamina, get the Valor Cup tickets, play actual Valor Cup, you get some charms. This always leads up into ranked Valor Cup, so in 6 and less than 7 days, we will get ranked Valor. But what is in this content preview, I wonder? Okay, let's find out. Three, two, one, go. Oh, 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 oh. Uh, hmm. Okay. Primal Demon Rerun. Okay. So you can buy tickets. There's the banner, just like every other bait banner. And yep, there she is. Misery. Okay, that's it. What a content preview specifically for one rerun. All right, well, hold on. Okay. Um look at this month alone. Look at this month alone right here. World of Fantasy second rerun. That ends tomorrow. Wielder of Magic rerun goes until the 6th. Visions of Coleus goes until the 14th, and then Primal Demon, strangely enough, also goes until the 6th, even though it started later than Visions of Coleus. I'm a little confused by these end dates right here. 9/23 to 10/6 for me. I don't exactly know why, but I would think that we have some kind of. We should take a look at what October 6th is going to be and October 14th. October 14th, and it should be when we get that second part of the banner for whatever meta is coming on Thursday, and it should be coinciding with the quote unquote part one of the anniversary. This is not the banner you should summon on. You should be waiting until the 28th or somewhere around there. Um, Primal Demon is like the physical version of Visions of Coleus. Kind of, but not. Well, nah, I take that back. Hold on. Let me build the team again. Okay, so Primal Demon is physical and does have a space nuker, just like Visions of Coleus, because Visions of Coleus Jean we put on this team when it came out. Primal Demon Protector Violet is not really a good protector. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. She's not. She introduced the gimmick that Masayuki has continued, where you can use an unlimited number of skills in a turn, which is great for characters who have very, very low cost things. If you take that away from her, she is just a traditional blue stacking protector that goes 12% attack on Primal Demon, and that's it. She doesn't do anything else that's new for a blue stacking protector. She gives you a 50 skill cap every turn. She gives you extra SP on blues, and that's the only other things is that she's stacking attack and she lets you use unlimited skills. The reason why she lets you use unlimited skills is purely because of Blanc. This whole entire team's performance is based around Blanc and her zero cost abilities. Increases ult damage, increases pierce power, increases ult gauge you get from orbs, and increases attack. These are zero cost because they want you to spam the shit out of them. And using Violet will allow you to do that when you also have Jean. Earth Jean specifically, because one of her skills gives you 300 points after turn 8 and also resets your cost of the skill fully. Like if you were at 100, it's back down to 0. And that's exactly why Blanc needs to be run with Jean and needs to be run with Violet. Because on turn 8, what you do is you just spam. Well, you don't spam, but you use Jean's skill to reset Blanc's buffs down to 0, and then you start spamming the shit out of her skills again because you have 300 extra points. You can use Violet, which means you can use them unlimited time. If you have Violet and you do not have Blanc, she's not that good. Like, she's not giving an extra kind of weakness, strike, or damage buff like Visions of Coleus Lumi is giving everybody synergy rate. She's not doing that. She's not stacking two different things like Renard, who's doing weakness strike and alt resistance down. Not Ogre's Pride, Benny Maru, who's doing alt damage, and then on turn 8 you get 100% pierce power. Like, there's nothing special about this Violet if you don't have a character that can use a bunch of skills very cheaply a lot of times. Not what I would consider a great protector. The rest of this team is fairly limited. Primal Demon Misery is one of the most limited free-to-play characters we have ever received. Because her triple orb change for oranges to blues, only Primal Demons. Her single alt swap, only Primal Demons. Both of her skills are only for Primal Demons. Which, yeah, you can make it work if you have her and like Diablo and the other free-to-play Misery, because they just won't give her a summonable unit. Sure, it can, but it's like, do you want to? Primal Demon Diablo is cool. He's changing an entire hand of greens to blues, so just like Commander Shizu changes all oranges to blues, if you have both of them together, you're covered, no matter what. And then he gives Primal Demon and Commander 100% physical attack. Shizu gives Commander and something else 100% physical attack. So they're kind of like overlapping each other. But Shizu gives everybody 70% alt damage, or EX alt damage, and Diablo gives pierce rate. Much less impressive. much, much less impressive. And a lot of the Primal Demons we have right now are magic. The entire Visions of Coleus meta. Primal Demon Guy, or well not, Exalted Champion Guy is magic. So if you have this team, that's great. Yeah, you're going to buff them. But, Visions of Coleus Jean, she's really, really good here. 170% alt damage, essentially, for Blanc, plus the space resistance down for Blanc. She was tailor-made for this team, except the fact that she is magic and not physical. And then Jean, like we've talked about her other skill is 100% weakness or 100% weakness strike? Yeah, and then 100% element resistance down, which is terrible. The team runs really well if you have the entire team. Like, if you don't have Jean and you have Violet and Blanc, Blanc is severely nerfed. If you have Blanc and Jean, but you don't have Violet, Blanc is severely nerfed, because then you can't use her skills multiple times in a turn. You need Blanc, Earth Jean, and Violet to realistically run this. You could get away with not bringing Diablo. You could bring someone else that orb changes. You could bring someone else that gives pierce. Misery, kind of important if you're going to run a Primal Demon team. Jean, you could replace with, EX Guy, right? He's giving physical, but you don't have to have Blanc up to get that physical buff. He would at least give more alt damage. So there are substitutions, but this is another one of those very, very limited, you must have X amount of units for it to really run properly kind of teams. And I really cannot endorse summoning for that when the anniversary is literally a month away. And I see a lot of people, don't tell me what to do with my crystals, you tell me not to summon on anything, and what if the anniversary is shit? It's like, okay, well, you look at the Visions of Coleus team and what it does and what it can still do. We're basing it off of that kind of power creep. So that means the third anniversary, in theory, is going to be really fucking good. Because Visions of Coleus still is really fucking good. Jean is right here. She was a second anniversary Visions of Coleus team. Violet is everywhere. And while, yeah, I also told you not to summon on Visions of Coleus, because it is about to be a year old and we're about to get the third anniversary, that team isn't nearly as limited as this one, as Primal Demon. So if you listen to me and you didn't summon for Visions of Coleus, then you really, really shouldn't be tempted to summon for Primal Demon. We don't really use Diablo that much. We really don't use Jean or Blanc that much, because they're pretty much locked to this team. Jean, you can put her on some other random teams, and I guess you can benefit off of the extra 300 skill points if you really, really, really want to. But her other buffs are not great. Again, Blanc is a DPS who is fairly selfish, and she only works at full power with Violet. So if you have one or the other, but you don't have both, they're actually kind of shit. So Primal Demon is not a good team to summon for. It can do a lot of damage, by all means, if you can run the entire thing. But as far as future usefulness, like, I don't use Diablo at all. I don't use Jean at all. I don't use Blanc at all. I don't use Violet at all. I use this Jean, Space Jean, more than I use anybody else on this team. And she's not even part of the quote-unquote Primal Demon meta, as it came out in March. So don't summon for this. Even when it comes out, I'm going to make a 10-second video that says no on it tomorrow. But Primal Demon, you really need all the pieces. Just like the current meta, Protectors of Peace, needs all the pieces to run efficiently and at max power. You need all the pieces for this team to run efficiently and max power. And if you can't guarantee yourself to get there, and you're like, but I love Blanc, it's like, okay, great, you pulled her. What are you going to do with her? Well, I don't know. Probably nothing. Okay, well, congratulations, you pulled Blanc. You wasted 1,300 crystals, or whatever, 1,200 crystals. You feel good for that? You can answer me that in another month or so. But another rerun. More stuff to do? Question mark. Excellent news? Question mark. Let me know what you guys think of the insane amount of reruns that we have gotten in this past month. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all later.